Hi all, welcome to Daily Report. One thing that I wanted to discuss today is, the idea of catching a trend early on, and how do you identify those times when either a stock or probably a sector start to trend upwards, and once it reaches a point where it may flatten out or it may start going in the other direction, right? So, how do you identify those points? That's something I want to talk about briefly today. Uh, and we'll take a few examples, and I will show you how I do that with OVTLYR dashboard, with OVTLYR data, and how easy it is to do that. So just a quick update. We have been working on this new release, uh, probably 2 weeks away from getting it out there. But what's going to happen is it's going to simplify how you use the platform, how you use the data. So I'm really looking forward for it. So those who don't know me, I am co-founder of OVTLYR, and every day I talk about stocks, I look into sectors, I look into some broader news, any events, and give you my opinion about it. A little bit about the platform. So we have built a platform that monitors how investors are reacting to changing market conditions, whether it's news, price movements, economy, and we show how greedy or fearful they are and by how much. Think about it. As you see fear growing in the market, or for that stock, you may have seen that stock is falling, it's in that downward trend, and then it reaches a certain points when it changes direction, you know and then start going up, and that's when those investors start jumping in. As they start jumping in, and we kind of think about is greed is started to move up. So what our platform does is give you an idea when that fear is going up, when greed is going up, when those turning points are. So that is something is very, very useful when you are trading or even investing and trying to save yourself from bigger drawdowns. So it's really, really helps with those times. Okay, let's get started. Let's look into broader market sectors and few stocks. So I started, as I mentioned, every day. I before market opens, I start my day by looking at the news, looking at is there any new Fed report coming out, or any new something going on in the market which may impact that day, or even coming weeks or coming days. So that's kind of like my first thing. I look into it. Right now, I saw that eurozone, they are eurozone inflation is going down. You are seeing the interest rates cut there, which is kind of they're a little bit behind, but yeah, they are catching up. Don't see many bigger news. I mean, there are usual news around rate cuts, mortgage rates, and things like that. So yeah, let's jump into what I'm seeing in our dashboard. So there are four major components right now: market breadth, which essentially tells you which way the whole market or a sector is moving, whether it's moving down, it's going up, and it really helps simplifying how you trade, because if you have that information, you can with high probability take that information into consideration and make better decisions. So as you can see, we have two key data points. One is bull list percent, which essentially, when it is started to go down, like from here, think about it, you may see the market seeing a pullback. It can be small, it can be bigger. Every year, as you know, we see multiple pullbacks happening, and anywhere from few basis point to even like 5, 10, 20% in some years. You have seen pullbacks. So this really helps. And as you can see right now, our when you select all the stocks, the it is started to go up from last few days, which gives me a little bit more comfort level when I'm looking at the stocks, at least from the going long perspective. uh, Earlier when I started the call, I talked about how you can identify these times when markets start to go up and when it changes direction. Let's take example of financial sector. From, as you remember, every day I have been talking about financial sector from, I guess, last week around 9th 10th October. It was started to go, it was changing direction at that time when I started talking about it, and it started to go up. And think about these small time frames from last week, mid of last week till now. Give or take, you had like 7 8 days of some good plays, right? One thing that I will not do is to get into any new stocks in financial sector again, right? Why? Because right now, if you can see, it has done a good run up, right? It is reaching to a point. It may continue for a few days, maybe 4 5 days. But again, my personal philosophy is uh, sell into strength, sell into strength, buy into weakness, because that's when you will find good deals. That's when you will see that you are getting it in a at a right price, and you are getting out when everybody is like having that FOMO effect, when everybody's like, oh, it's going up, let's get in. And so these are the times when you may find good deals. And as I said, right now, even though financial sector is still going up, I'm not saying that just get out. If you are holding a position, just keep an eye out, and once your sell signal, or once your exit whatever strategy that you have hits, just get out. But in regards to getting in now in the financial sector, I would personally not do it. Why? Because it has seen a good run up. It may or may not, because I can't tell what will happen tomorrow. I mean, no one can tell. So right now I'm kind of will be little bit cautious about financial sector, but there are sectors that I'm kind of excited about. One of them is materials. So materials, let's see why I think that you may see some good opportunities in material sectors. Okay, hold on. Where is it? Okay, here. Okay, watch list. Watch list. Okay, materials. Okay, so as you can see, the material sector, it came down from this 75% here. It was on that this downturn. I mean, if you see the number of stocks, and again, think about it, a sector has some stocks like 400, 500, 600 stock. More stocks in uptrend and less stocks in downtrend. You can think about the sector is going up. When it goes the other way, the sector is kind of going down, which creates a buying pressure, selling pressure at that point of time. But right now, the material sector is in this kind of recovery mode, and it's probably may see a little run up in maybe coming days, weeks. May start right now, may start from tomorrow, may start from Monday. But this is kind of the situation where I was talking about how do you start identifying opportunities which are ready to make a good run. So this is one of my, and maybe we'll just pick up few stocks And again, it's bit early. I still think it's bit early, but you may start seeing some good opportunities in material sector. So today what we will do is we'll go to watch list just like every day, and we will look into some of the things. So let's look into it. So today we have almost 51 new buy signals in our bull list and 25 new sell signal in our bear list. So um, so we have, if I want to focus on materials today, and again, this is just a sector I picked up, I'm going to look into a few things. One, I want to make sure that the stock is not in downtrend. Means if that stock is in downtrend, if I see the red overlay, I don't want to get into it because it's already seeing that downtrend. I probably want to avoid it. Also, I would prefer that 30-day average volume has some good number of daily shares traded, changed hand. So this one has around materials has around 2 million plus average traded volume, which is good. In my opinion, 1 million average traded volume is good. 500,000 traded volume still kind of okay, but below that, less volume for a stock means there's a less demand, less people, less investors are buying and selling that stock. So it's good idea to look into stock with little bit higher volume, just for the sake of. So AU, uh, this one I already pulled it up. Okay, let's look into if there is any other materials stock today. And by the way, you may start seeing more material stocks coming in next few days. So materials. No more materials today. Let's see if I can find even one more. VVV volume is this. Let's just pull this one up as well. This one came actually yesterday, but the volume is very low. Okay, so let's start from AU. So AU, the first thing I look into that macro, market bed data. So in my opinion, materials sector is kind of in a good position where it's turning around and it may start going up. When I look into this stock, right, another thing I look into is our price trajectory oscillator. Think about it. What is important here is the direction and when that change happens means like right about this time when it started moving down, it kind of tells me that price is headed in the downward direction. So if that happens, I will not get into this stock because in the near term the price will head in the downward direction. But right now, as you can see, it has changed direction. It is started to go up. So this is a good bet in my opinion. Plus, if you see the heat map values, they are kind of from R9. So okay, here you go. So R9 to R15, which is actually less. Okay, so right now, this is interesting to me, this talk. Um, I look into materials sector as well. Hold on, let me do this thing. Let me go here. Let me go to index and sectors. So we have market breadth, and then we have oscillator and heat map for the sectors also. So which gives me a good idea of where that sector is. So I want to make sure that materials is kind of ready to go up. So I'll select materials from here. Let's in the meantime look into how this stock is doing today. Ooh, not a good day for Chinese stocks. Okay, so this stock is almost up 4.82% today. See that's what I'm talking about. And again, just something to know. You will not win always. It's all about increasing your win rates. It's all about making sure that you're winning. In this case, think about it. All the data points are kind of in line, and the market breadth is in line. Your sector data, hopefully, here when I selected materials, I'm looking at heat map and oscillator for this stock. And as you can see right now, the oscillator is kind of changing direction, which is good for that sector. So all in all, I would say that things were looking good for this stock overall. Let's look into VVV, which is another stock which came, and it was in downtrend, or it is in downtrend. No, it came out of the downtrend. So I see, one of the rule is, I don't like to go into long position when there is a red overlay present. It has to be either neutral or the green overlay, preferably green. But so the buy signal came for the stock VVV, and let's see how this stock is doing today. It's down, still down, but again, you may see like it's in that pullback mode. If you can see right now, let's see the 5 day, um, 1 month. So looks like this is down. This stock is down, but again, I'm looking into the longer term in next few days, weeks for this stock. You want to make sure that the company is looking good overall. This looks like another good opportunity to me. We'll see how it does in coming days. But as I said, looking at overall sector market breadth is so important because it can help you identify the stocks which are ready to run in the near future, and that's when you want to get into that particular sector or a stock. So that's kind of how I do it, and that's how I identify opportunities. And it's very very easy to do that within the dashboard because we have a very good data point, which can help you guys a lot. So uh, hi everybody, I'm just looking at who is commenting here. Hi Chris, hi Tug, hi Randy. Thanks for joining. And if you have any questions, let me know. We have, as I mentioned, we have a special plan. If you are not a member, we have annual pass just for $329 a year, which is going to go up in near future. So if you haven't grabbed the annual pass, please do so. And I will see you all tomorrow and with my daily updates, what I'm looking. Thanks all for joining, and goodbye.